The embarrassing disaster known as The Marvels has been in theaters less than a month, yet already Disney has given up on this movie. It's over. Officially, the biggest flop in the history of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The Marvels set to end theatrical run with lowest MCU box office ever. And this, of course, follows the announcement from Disney, a press release by Disney after the Marvels fell out of the top 10 at the box office. They said, you know what? With the Marvels winding down its theatrical run, we're going to stop reporting box office numbers each and every week. That's the first time we've ever seen anything like this quickly for a Marvel movie, but it's for good reason. This is a catastrophic flop for Disney and for the MCU. We saw it coming all along, but I'm not sure how many people predicted just how bad it would be. A movie, when it's all said and done, that will lose over $300 million for Disney. And of course, the few shills out there, the few stands out there that are very upset that this movie failed, even though we told you it was going to fail for months and months, they're now out in force, blaming Disney, blaming fans, blaming YouTubers, blaming men that didn't go see this movie. It really is pathetic. It's a full-blown meltdown right now. Master of the TDS cropped some of these out. Big shout out to him. The Marvels will end its abysmal box office run, making only $197 million and cementing its place as the lowest grossing MCU movie in history. To be clear, it'll stay in theaters for a little bit longer. They're just going to stop reporting grosses, and it's pretty much tapped out. It'll probably end its run around $210 million, somewhere around there. But look at the response from these people. The only MCU movie to come out to end a strike, having its promo heavily impacted, fixed it for you. That is the key. Everybody is going to the strike. Oh, the strike is the reason this happened. Really? Because I tend to remember a strike affecting some other pretty big movies like, I don't know, Barbie and Oppenheimer. I tend to remember the strike impacting some movies like Five Nights at Freddy's. A movie with like a 10th, a 15th, a 20th of the budget of the Marvels, yet a movie that made about $300 million at the global box office that will outgross the Marvels, even though it had no business doing so, even though it didn't have nearly the promotion of the Marvels, because it was a good movie and the fan base loved it. The idea that they're still going back to that excuse is pathetic. We saw things succeed during that time frame. We also saw a lot of things flop. And even before the actors' strike, we saw flop after flop after flop. Let's just keep it straight. That's a bullshit excuse and everyone knows it. A good MCU movie plagued by misogynists and crybabies. Women can be heroes. Women can be leads. Women can be successful. Your delicate ass feeling doesn't change that. I know a lot of you trolls are happy. Likely the best joy you had since touching a department store mannequin. I don't care. It's still a fun film about three kick-ass women. Hashtag the Marvels. It's going to be a classic. Just wait. Somebody else blaming the strike. The way they conveniently leave out the fact the majority of MCU's ass wipers purposely chose not to see this movie is comical. The movie was good. The dweebs just don't want to watch all women cast hero movies. They don't even give it a chance. This person says the pandemic. Mind you, we're in a pandemic. You're still using the pandemic excuse. You stupid, mindless, brainless fucktard. Are you kidding me? Still going back to the pandemic. Almost like there's a boycott. It got no marketing, and Marvel fans are incredibly racist and misogynistic. You know, it's very interesting. A lot of people claiming here it didn't get marketing. They didn't market this movie right. Disney's to blame. They had a lot of marketing for this movie. It just happens to be that all the marketing fell flat. Remember the first teaser trailer? 816,000 dislikes to 500,000 likes. It got annihilated. What about the second trailer? Oh, that also got ratioed. People didn't like the marketing. People didn't like the movie. People didn't feel like it was going to be a good movie, and voila, it was not a good movie. And for all these freaks that are complaining about misogyny, man, it's strange. You know who actually went to go see this movie? Men. You know who didn't go out to see this movie? Women. 65% of the audience for the Marvels was male, and a good portion of that over 25. Let's take a look at this. Other diagnostics on the Marvels. 75% male leaning with 45% men over 25. Right? Come on, dude. That's who supported this movie. Men are the ones who went out there to give this thing a chance. Women didn't show up. They didn't show up like they came out for Barbie or other things, because guess what? Women weren't interested in this dog shit either. So all these freaks with pronouns in their bios that don't know what gender they are, that have some probably like, mental disability also in their bio to make sure you understand what a victim they are, they can scream and cry and bitch and moan as much as they want. This is an abject failure, right? This is bullshit. This movie is actually really good, but y'all let social media incels trick y'all into thinking it was trash. I'll never forgive the fandom for the way they treated these characters and their stories. It's general misogyny combined with superhero fatigue before you incels go on celebrating. Says the whiny YouTube nerd boys. Hey, listen, you tend to think, right? The whiny YouTube nerd boys, they have no power, they don't represent anyone, but now when something fails, you try to blame us. You try to blame us, YouTubers, for the failure of the Marvels. It's strange how that works. Which is it? Either we have no power or we have absolute power. Maybe the reality is that what we're saying just happens to reflect a decent portion of a fan base. And this fan base didn't like what they saw with the Marvels. The ones who did decide to go give it a chance did not like it very much. And everyone decided this is not a movie worth seeing. I went and gave it a chance. I gave it a review over on RK Outpost Live. You guys can go check that out. I thought it was a dumpster fire, but I gave it a chance. I gave it a fair shot. It disappointed. And now you've got the shills. You've got the stands out there. The only people that the MCU has left as a fan base, they're outraged. But you can't really spin the truth. And the truth is this was a disaster from the beginning, and it's the biggest failure that Marvel has ever seen. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.